Alice, you're in love with this boy, and you're not marrying him because we're the kind of people we are.
Grandpa.
I know, you think the two families wouldn't get along? Well, maybe they wouldn't. But who says they're right and we're wrong?
Grandpa, I didn't say that. I only feel...
Well, what I feel is that Tony's too nice a boy to wake up 20 years from now with nothing in his life but stocks and bonds.
How's that?
Yes, mixed up and unhappy the way you are.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Van Hoff. I'm a very happy man.
Are you?
Certainly I am.
I don't think so. What do you think you get your indigestion from? Happiness? No, sir. You get it because most of your time is spent in doing things you don't want to do.
I don't do anything I don't want to do.
Yes, you do. Last night you said that at the end of a week in Wall Street, you're pretty near crazy. Why do you keep on doing it?
Why do I keep on? Why, that's my business. A man can't give up his business.
Why not? You've got all the money you need. You can't take it with you.
That's a very easy thing for you to say, Mr. Van Hoff. But I've spent my entire life building up my business.
And what's it got you? Same kind of mail every morning, same kind of deal, same kind of meetings, same dinners at night, same indigestion. Where does the fun come in? Don't you think there ought to be something more, Mr. Kirby? You must have wanted more than that when you started out. We haven't got too much time, you know, any of us.
What do you expect me to do? Live the way you do? Do nothing?
Well, I have a lot of fun. Time enough for everything. Read, talk, visit the zoo now and then, practice my darts, even have time to notice when spring comes around. Don't see anybody I don't want to, don't have 6 hours of things I have to do before I get 1 hour to do what I like in, and I haven't taken bicarbonate of soda in 35 years. What's the matter with that?
The matter with that? Suppose we all did that. A fine world we'd have, everyone going to zoos. Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Vanderhoff. Who'd do the work?
There are always people who like to work. You can't stop them. Inventions, and they fly the ocean. There are always people that go down to Wall Street, too, because they like it. But from what I've seen, I don't think you're one of them. I think you're missing something.
I'm not aware of missing anything.
I wasn't either till I quit. I used to get down to that office 9 o'clock sharp every morning, no matter how I felt. Lay awake nights for fear I wouldn't get that contract. I used to worry about the world, too. Got all worked up about whether Cleveland or Blaine was going to be elected president. Seemed awful important at the time, but who cares now? What I'm trying to say, Mr. Kirby, is that I've had 35 years that nobody can take away from me, no matter what they do to the world. See?
Yes, I do see, and it's a very dangerous philosophy, Mr. Van Hoff. It's un-American. And that's why I'm opposed to this marriage. I don't want Tonya to come under its influence.
What's the matter with it, Father?
What's the matter with it? It's downright communism, that's what it is.
You didn't always think so.
I most certainly did. What are you talking about?
I'll tell you what I'm talking about. You didn't always think so because there was a time that you wanted to be a trapeze artist.
But Tony, don't be an idiot.
Oh, yes, you did. I came across those letters you wrote to Grandfather. Do you remember those?
How dare you read those letters? How dare you?
Well, that's wonderful, Mr. Kirby. Did you wear tights?
I most certainly did not. The whole thing's absurd. I was 14 years old at the time.
Yes, but at 18, you wanted to be a saxophone player, didn't you?
Tony.
And at 21, you ran away from home because Grandfather wanted you to go into the business. It's all down there in black and white. You didn't always think so.
Well.
I may have had my silly notions in my youth, but thank God my father knocked them out of me. I went into business and forgot about them.
Not altogether, Father. There's still a saxophone in the back of your clothes closet.
There's?
That's enough, Tony. We'll discuss this later.
No, I want to talk about it now. I think Mr. Vanderhoff is right. Dead right. I'm never going back to that office. I've always hated it, and I'm not going along with it. And I'll tell you something else. I didn't make a mistake last night. I knew it was the wrong night. I brought you here on purpose.
Tony, for heaven's sake.
Because I wanted you to wake up. I wanted you to see a real family as they really were. A family that loved and understood each other. You don't understand me. You never had time. Well, I'm not going to make your mistake. I'm clearing out.
Clearing out? What do you mean?
I'll tell you what I mean. I mean, I'm not going to be pushed into the business just because I'm your son. I'm getting out while there's still time.
But Tony, what are you going to do?
I don't know. Maybe I'll be a bricklayer, but at least I'll be doing something I want to do.
That must be the cab.
Hopefully he'll wait a minute, Penny.
Grandpa.
Do you mind, Alice? You know, Mr. Kirby, Tony is going through just what you and I did when we were his age. I think if you listen hard enough, you can hear yourself saying the same things to your father 25 years ago. We all did it, and we were right. How many of us would be willing to settle when we're young for what we eventually get? All those plans we make, what happens to them? It's only a handful of the lucky ones that can look back and say that they even came close. So, before they clean out that closet, Mr. Kirby, I think I'd get in a few good hours on that saxophone.
Grandpa, you're wonderful.
I've been telling you that for years.